Lesson 1. The Time Value of Money. Part 2. Inflation. Financial education is not only incredibly valuable, it is essential for ensuring financial stability. Many people believe that keeping their savings in cash rather than investing is the safest option. They think this strategy prevents any potential loss of their money. However, they often don't realize that choosing to hold savings in cash is itself an investment decision, whether intentional or not. Historically, this approach has proven to be disastrous because of inflation. Inflation gradually diminishes the purchasing power of money held in cash, effectively eroding its value over time. Inflation indicates the rate at which the cost of goods and services rises within an economy. For instance, cocoa powder prices surged by 65% in the first half of 2023, which is unwelcome news for chocolate enthusiasts. Previously, I discussed how the power of compounding can miraculously grow your wealth. In contrast, inflation is its sinister counterpart. It subtly erodes purchasing power, often going unnoticed until it becomes a significant issue. Consider what money is primarily for: purchasing. This is precisely why inflation poses such a challenge. As prices rise, the same amount of money buys less, impacting your ability to afford essentials and luxuries alike. Is a dollar today equivalent to a dollar in the future, even though it's nominally the same amount? The real value of money is determined by its purchasing power. If a dollar can buy less in the future than it can today, then its future value is effectively less than its present value. Between 1960 and 2022, the average annual inflation rate was 3.7%, meaning prices for goods and services rose by nearly 3.7% each year over that 63-year span. At first glance, a 3.7% inflation rate might seem minor, which is why it often goes unnoticed. However, this seemingly small number compounds significantly over time, making it much more impactful than it appears. To illustrate the profound effect of this rate, let's dive into an intriguing story about gangsters. Why do gangsters hate inflation? The reason offers an important lesson. Gangsters who earn money through illegal means face a dilemma when it comes to banking it. Banks are legally required to know the origin of deposits to prevent money laundering, which means criminals can't use banks to store their illicit earnings without exposing how they obtained them. This inability to bank their money legally leaves them vulnerable to inflation, which erodes the value of cash. Gangsters often bury their money in their backyards to conceal it. While this might protect their cash from being discovered, it doesn't shield it from the erosive effects of inflation. Consider this: at a 3.7% annual inflation rate, the purchasing power of money decreases by about 17% in just 5 years. After 10 years, it's reduced by 30%, and in 20 years, it diminishes by over half, at 52%. This substantial loss in value is precisely why gangsters and anyone holding large amounts of cash dread inflation. Established in 1913, the Federal Reserve Bank, commonly known as the Fed, serves as the central bank of the United States. A key objective of the Fed is to maintain low and stable inflation. Ironically, since the Fed's inception, the purchasing power of the dollar has diminished by 98%. To put this into perspective, $100 from 1913 would possess only the equivalent of $2 in today's purchasing power. When the Fed was created, $1 would buy you 30 chocolate bars. Today, that $1 doesn't even buy you one. Now that we've discussed the risks of inflation, don't worry, there's a reliable solution. One of the most effective strategies for outpacing inflation and building long-term wealth is investing in the stock market. Consider this analogy. Imagine standing still on a moving treadmill. If you don't move forward, you inevitably slide backward until you fall off. Similarly, keeping your money in cash during times of inflation is like standing still on that treadmill. Without generating any returns, your savings lose purchasing power, just as you would lose your balance and fall off.